Suh Duhs. How's it going, guys? It's David, and I'm very happy with our first day at summer camp. You guys did excellent, alright? Excellent. You guys brushed up on your music theory, obviously, and we even got to a song, right? For this video lesson, we'll be going over chords and ways of playing chords, alright? And when I ask you guys to play a chord a certain way, I'm not doing it to be mean, guys. I simply want you to achieve the best form and the best transitions, okay, guys? So when you go from one chord that I show you to play to the next chord, you'll figure out why it is that I ask you to play it that way, alright? Sounds a little confusing now, but you'll understand in a little bit. Also, I apologize for my first video about manicos, guys. I uploaded it, and I uploaded the wrong one, the unedited one. So you might have seen me stumbling up a bit. The edited version should be up by now, by the time you see this video. So without further ado, guys, let's jump right in. I'll be showing guitar and vihuela chords, alright? And we are going to start with A, for obvious reasons, alright? And when we play A, guys, I really want you guys to use your last three fingers, okay? Reason being, whenever you want to get to your segunda, E7, all you have to do is place your first finger on the third string of the first fret and raise your middle finger up to the fifth string of the second fret, okay? And we get E7 very quickly, right? If we play a chord like this too, we can access A minor. So all we have to do is bring our first finger to the second string of the first fret and remove our pinky, alright? And we get A minor, a dark version of A, right? I'll explain more about the theory behind that. Now going back to A, we're going to play A7. What we can do is either remove our ring finger or simply take off our pinky and drop down our ring finger, one string. I would actually prefer you guys play it this way, like this. Good, and if you noticed already, guys, these minors and sevens, most of the time, not every time, are always a finger away, okay? So here we have A, A7, or A minor, okay? So keep that in mind, guys. Just keep looking in case you get a little stuck, alright? You'll eventually find the chord, with the exception of some, of course. Now, going on, we have B chord. And if I had to count all the times I played B chord in my life, I probably could, because we almost never play B chord, guys. It's a weird key, and there's not much else to say about that. Now, what this looks like is an A, right? What we do is we move it up one, and it becomes A sharp or B flat. Move it up another one, and it becomes B, alright? What we do play is B minor, and we actually play that one a lot. So that one looks a lot like an A minor too. If you use your last three fingers, come up a fret. Another one, you get B minor, guys. Your middle finger is going to be on the second string of the third fret. Your ring finger is going to be on the fourth string of the fourth fret. And your pinky is going to be on the third string of the fourth fret, alright? And of course that nice strong bar, okay? Very good, guys. And finally, B7, you would be correct if you played it like this. Right, because you have your A7, A sharp 7, or B flat 7, and then you have your B7. But we actually play it another way, okay? And what we're going to do is bring our pinky to the bottom string of the second fret, bring our ring finger to the third string of the second fret, bring our middle finger to the fifth string of the second fret, and finally bring our first finger to the fourth string of the first fret. Alright, guys? Excellent. Now going on, C chord. First finger, second string, first fret, middle finger to the fourth string of the second fret, and of course our ring finger to the top string of the third fret, and our pinky right below it on the fifth string of the third fret, alright? Excellent, guys. This is C. You can also play it like this, but I like the sound of this one, alright? And for obvious reasons, when we want to go to our tercera, when we're in the key of C, F chord, just in case you didn't know, what we're going to do is take off our first finger, bring everything down one, and bar it. Easy transition, okay? We can also find C7 pretty easily from dropping this finger down one, and also bringing our pinky down to the third string of the third fret. Alright, C7. Now when we play C minor, guys, what we're going to do is bring our first finger to the third fret, bring our middle finger to the second string of the fourth fret, bring our ring finger to the fourth string of the fifth fret, and bring our pinky over to the third string of the fifth fret. And there's your C minor chord. Make sure to push down really hard. Keep that bar as straight as you can, okay? We have a tendency of doing this, guys, with our bar. Don't let it happen. Nice and straight, okay? Excellent. Moving on, guys, we're gonna play D. And if I had a pet peeve when it comes to guitar students playing chords wrong, I would say D takes the cake, guys. D takes the cake. I understand that D feels a little better when you play with your first 3 fingers, but please, guys, give that pinky some love, alright? Also, when we play D this way, we can get to the 7 relatively fast, alright? So keep that in mind, guys. Also, if you play A7 this way, when you drop down, add your pinky into the equation, we get D, alright? So all these little shortcuts, guys, are there for a reason, alright? So, D chord, middle finger to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, ring finger to the bottom string of the 2nd fret, and pinky to the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. You can also add your thumb to the top, guys, on the 2nd fret of the top string. Awesome. Now, when you want to get to D minor, this is a way of playing it. For a beginning student, it might be a little bit tough because controlling that ring finger and not having it down on the fretboard when the rest of them are is kind of challenging, but I encourage you guys to do it, okay? This is one of those extra credit chords, alright? So if you remove your ring finger and add your 1st finger onto the 1st string of the 1st fret, then you get D minor, right? You've probably seen it like this. Excellent, guys. Now, when we come back to D, if we played it the right way, we can get to D7 relatively easy. Put your 1st finger down on the 2nd string of the 1st fret, remove your pinky, and we have D7, guys. Muy bien. Alright, going on, we have E chord. We should all know this one. I shouldn't have to go over it in depth. Alright, going on to your minor, we're removing our 1st finger. Now, if we want an E7, let's go back to E. And we're removing our ring finger now, okay? E chord. Prime example of one of those chords that are easy to get to, okay? Now, going on, F chord. Now, if you guys noticed, F looks a lot like E, right? And it's only moving up 1 step because E doesn't have a sharp. So from E, going up 1/2 step is a F. Alright? Make sure that that bar is down straight, guys, on the fret, and it's not on the fret itself. It's not on the metal part, but in between, okay, guys? Also, try your best to curl your fingers. Don't let them cave in like this. I know I'm a victim of it, but try your best, guys, okay? You'll achieve a really good sound. Make sure that your hand right here in the bottom isn't touching any of the bottom strings, otherwise you'll get a sound like... Okay? Push really, really hard, guys. Okay? If you can't achieve a good bar chord sound yet, keep practicing those bar chords. Push as hard as you can for 5 seconds. Relax. Do the same. Do it again. Do it again. Eventually you'll build up your hand strength and you'll be able to play bar chords as good as me, guys. Alright. So moving on. F7. Pinky off. High class. Good, guys. That's all it is. Just like that E7, right? Keep those things in mind, guys. I want you to start putting 2 and 2 together, okay? Now going back to F. Here's F minor. We're moving our middle finger, and we're using it to support our 1st finger, okay? No reason why we shouldn't, right? It could just be hanging around, but we'd rather not do that. So, excellent job, guys. That is F minor. Now going on to G. Pinky, please, students. Instead of you playing G like this, play it this way. For obvious reasons, we can get to G7 a lot quicker, okay? So pinky on the bottom string of the 3rd fret, ring finger on the top string of the 3rd fret, and middle finger on the 5th string of the 2nd fret, okay? Excellent. Now when we want to get to G7, all we have to do is bring our 1st finger to the 1st string of the 1st fret, remove our pinky. That is it, guys. See how easy that is as opposed to... Right? Moving on, when we play G minor, unfortunately we're not going to have anything relatively close over here to play G minor with. What we're going to do is bar the 3rd fret, bring your ring finger over to the 5th string of the 5th fret, and bring your pinky over to the 4th string of the 5th fret. Push really hard, use your middle finger to support, and there's your G minor, okay, guys? Now, as you know, in the alphabet of music, after G comes A, right? G, G sharp, and then A, okay? So there's no H chord, there's no I chord, alright, guys? Keep those things in mind. Now, vihuela chords. If the vihuela chords are the same, guys, I'm going to go over them very, very briefly. So, A chord. Same way, guys. Just keep in mind, a vihuela is almost the same thing as a guitar, with the exception of a missing string, right? We don't have a top E string. So, as you can imagine, A might look a little weird to you right now, but imagine that top string there looks just like a guitar, okay? Guitar A. A7, same thing. A minor, same thing, okay? Moving on, B. Now, as a vihuela player, we can get away with certain things. One being that sometimes we don't have to bar everything. If we bring our first finger down to the second fret of the first string and bring our thumb up to the fifth string of the second fret, then we can play B like this. Now, B minor. We're going to bring our first finger to the first string of the second fret, bring our thumb to the fifth string of the second fret, and we're going to bring our pinky over to the third string of the fourth fret, okay? Push really hard. Make sure your pinky isn't touching any other notes so you're not getting a muff sound. And that's what B minor sounds like, okay, guys? Now, B7. Same as a guitar. Okay? Remove our first finger, and we get B minor 7, okay? Another chord we're going to play a lot. Alright, C chord. Okay? Think about what it would look like on a guitar, right? Now when we play C7, what we're going to do is bring our thumb over to the top string of the first fret, removing our ring finger, okay? Now C minor is a bit of a tricky chord. What we're going to do is bring our first finger to the fourth string of the first fret, bring our middle finger to the second string of the first fret. We're going to bring our ring finger to the top string of the third fret, and we're going to bring our pinky over to the bottom string of the third fret, okay, guys? Make sure you're in between the lines, in the frets, okay? Awesome. Alright, moving on. D chord. Same thing. Everything stays the same, okay, guys? E chord. Everything stays the same, alright? Look over those guitar chords, alright, guys? F chord is going to be a little bit different. There's two ways of playing F. And I play them both, depending on what kind of song I'm playing, okay? So what you're going to do is bar the first two strings of the first fret. You're going to bring your middle finger to the third string of the second fret, and you're going to bring your ring finger to the fourth string of the third fret. This is F with an open A on top, and then this is F, ring finger to the top string, pinky to the fourth string of the third fret. This is F without an open A. Alright, I like them both. I use them a lot, guys. Almost equally, okay? Now, F7. This is another example of two ways of playing F7, okay? So, we can bar the first four strings of the first fret and then bring our ring finger over to the third string of the second fret. But I would prefer you guys play it like this, okay? Bar the first fret, bring our middle finger to the third string of the second fret, and then bring our ring finger to the top string of the third fret. Okay. Now, going on to G, guys, I know that some of us, even older vihuela players, have a bad habit of playing it like this. But frankly, guys, we should always try to play it this way, okay? So bring your middle finger to the top string of the second fret. Pinky should be on the bottom string of the third fret. There's your G. Now, your G7. And finally, your G minor, bottom string, pinky, third fret. Ring finger's going to be on the second string of the third fret, and your thumb's going to be on the top string of the first fret, okay? Alrighty, some chords I might have missed. Alright, guys, now B flat. What we're going to do is bring our first finger to the bottom string of the first fret, bring our thumb to the top string of the first fret, bring our pinky over to the second string of the third fret, and we're going to bring our ring finger to the third string of the third fret. Keeping in mind, guys, we don't want to touch that bottom string. Right? We don't want that sound. We want to curl up a little bit. Sometimes we have to bring our hand forward. Alright? So we can achieve this sound. Push really, really hard. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you my little setup right now. What I'm actually using is a couple of old med school books that I got from a yard sale, a car phone holder, I guess you could say, a capo, and then my phone. And this is how I've been recording videos, at least the most recent ones. When I'm not using this, obviously I'm using my laptop. So just wanted to share that with you guys.